If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come, bring my spirits up. There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.
Thank the Lord that the 2022-2023 monarch count is encouraging. After dire years, the endangered western monarch is having an unexpected population boom. We visit the grove several times each year since it's so close to our home. The natural preserve is located on an anonymous-looking 2-acre stand of eucalyptus trees. It was once an artichoke farm, actually, and is now one of the most prolific monarch population centers in North America. The Pismo Grove is one of 5 in the state of California that routinely record 10,000 or more monarchs. The Pismo Grove is the perfect place to view the end of the multi-generational life cycle. The Pismo monarchs are a super generation. They actually live 8 to 9 months. That'll be explained as I move forward here. It's so fascinating. And they are the ones who travel in early spring, sometimes traveling thousands of miles in search of milkweed. The males will mate and die, and the females lay their eggs. They travel as far as the heart of Mexico, which is 3,000 miles away. Once they reach their destination, they release hormones for mating and eventually die. Then it's 4 or 5 generation cycles later of the butterfly, where they hatch, live 2 to 6 weeks, lay their eggs, die, and repeat as they journey north. So you can compare that figure to the 8 to 9 months for the super generation versus 2 to 6 weeks. The generation that finally reaches back to the grove is the next super generation, and the cycle repeats itself. The monarchs are brown, dreary, and camouflaged until they unfurl their wings, showing their signature orange and black markings. The bursts are a once-in-a-lifetime experience. One visitor to the grove explains how some folks might not understand waiting all morning to see 2 seconds of butterflies flying. He said, "Believe me, it's worth it," and I do agree with him. The International Union for Conservation of Nature classified the monarchs as threatened, showing signs of catastrophic collapse as the trees and plants needed to survive continue to be decimated by logging, deforestation, ag pesticides and herbicides, development, climate change, and more, according to studies of more than 100 scientists and experts. The butterflies are at risk for extinction, actually, which is heartbreaking. They've gone from a count of 10 million down to 1,914 butterflies between the 1980s and 2021. The eastern population also shrunk by 84% between 1996 and 2014. 2020 was an all-time low with less than 2,000 butterflies. This year, the high count is over 24,000, and it's so exciting. The early 2023 storms in our area did set them back a bit, and the season actually lasts October through February. I don't know why you were standing with those other people that didn't know what they were doing.
Well, because I was going to have to cut people off, block traffic, and I can go off after.
Don't step in the mud.
looks better on the stand. They're migration.
Where is that?
This is its tail.
Okay, let's start on the outer edge where there's less people. And then after, I want to make sure I look over there to see if they have the count on the board where they usually put it. Did you bring your camera? Well, your phone with the camera to take pictures in a minute. Probably not going to be very active today. I'm not active when it's cold like this. There's no like sunspots. Some fun up there.
Look at, there's more right here. Look. Right there, look at. You see them? Branches. Yeah, you can see them.
Cluster must be over here. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a cloud will clear and a burst will come off of that. I want to get closer. There's usually some up in there. Those are butterflies, clusters. Flying around. It's cold. It's about 60 now, so they're not too active. Do you see any of those things you can look through out? I want to walk down and see.
Oh, yeah, see, I can definitely see the healthy little bit.
I can see 'em.
Look at all of them up there. You do it.
Vamos para el monte, ¿no? Rich.
Mom might only take a
It's
picture.
hard to tell if there's way more or not. Babe, I'm walking through.
See? Oh, yeah. See these? Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I see one too.
Relax. See? You see them, Chris? They're all right there in a bunch. See those things hanging?
Oh my god.
Those are butterflies, look. They're hanging, you see?
Yeah.
I thought, no wonder everybody's over here. I didn't know what they were. I thought they were hanging.
Me too.
Kinda. Just depends, like,
That's crazy.
how she's doing. Sometimes I want to.
That's so crazy.
Crazy.
It's butterflies.
Oh, this one came out better. Yeah, this is without
It's the same like the hung in Monterey.
But now you're just saying toast.
There you are. Did you see the big cluster right there? A couple big ones right there. They're kind of coming alive over there.
this way?
Yeah. Hopefully it was a little warmer earlier today for them.
That way? Or is there more on this side?
They're all really high today. No low. None of them down here with us. Let's go see about the count. Over there, the board tells us. I know they said it's a lot more. Oh, here's the viewers. Oh, there we gotta wait in line. The line's shorter. I might. How come no one's looking in the other one though? I want to do it. Oh, because the other one's for kids, maybe? Let's see if we can get a better look. I've done this before.
Yeah, try and look. The sun is, the light is
I'm gonna try to do that. Oh wow, she's getting a good picture there.
exactly where.
I'll just do video and try to do screenshots. It's taking a really long time.
Usually opens. Go ahead.
It's portrait mode.
Oh, portrait. Thank you. Yeah, photo or what's the one place?
Video.
Video. Video gives you the best colors.
And then you can just screenshot from your video and get.
Yeah. Yeah. Because sometimes we can't get the color.
Yeah.
on some.
That was fast.
You can lean right against the scope.
There's my.
Lay it right against the scope. Down.
Ah.
take pictures, or are you on video?
I'm on video. Look at that one in the middle that's open. Oopsie. Oh, it's so pretty. There's one up there too. Oh, they're so beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cut it off.
Thank you.
You're wasting.
Oh, I'm filming a bunch of it. I'll edit it later. Thank you. I got it. I got a good one. She's like, cut it off. I'm like, oh, I'm still taping actually. She wanted to turn it off.
She wanted you to turn
She
it
thought I was wasting my film, I guess.
off.
Or whatever, battery, I don't know. You're wasting it. So cut it off. That's funny. It's like they have less stuff at the little store than usual. Are you looking at the stickers? Central Coast State Parks Association. I like the shirts. These are cool. The stripes. And we got some kind of book here for the kids one time too. That's $5. Oh, there we go.
Good.
That's just current and it'll go up, but that is gonna be.
Yeah, 188 in 2020. No bueno.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Severe period of drought,
We did.
and then also the wildfires in the western states.
No bueno. I don't. No, thank you.
Thank you. I think this was the first year that we came to the
I
Grove.
think it was, yeah.
Since 2000, global warming and climate change has really taken its toll.
Oh, you believe in that? Such a thing, huh?
I'm a scientist, man. Come on.
That's
Well,
why I like when
everybody
people
else
just say
seems to-
climate change. That way people don't
Well,
get
yeah,
their
but people,
rebuttal and get
yeah,
weird. And it's
they're
like, you're
like-
not understanding.
They're like,
Exactly.
You know, this and this.
Hear no evil,
and
see
this.
no evil.
Yeah.
speak no
Oh,
evil.
especially this.
A lot of evil being spoken.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But we won't do
Yeah. We know what's going on.
it. Sure.
But we're glad to see the increased numbers this year, for sure.
Well, it depends on
Definitely.
the severity of the factors involved. I mean, and the main one is human development.
Oh God, it's
We found the enemy, and the
disgustingly.
enemy is us.
It's absolutely. Man's the only creature that destroys its own habitat.
That's very true.
Even this grove from when we first started coming, all the trees that have been lost over the years and the storms and stuff.
Yeah.
Just in that little
Yeah,
microclimate,
absolutely.
you
And
can
next
tell.
door we have nothing but sewer flooding.
And we lost a couple of trees. Well, you can see some of the
Oh, yeah.
remains there.
Well, there's a
this
big section
season,
took
too.
out about
And
5 or
back
6
Yeah.
years ago.
back, yeah.
Mhm. And over here there was more too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, and then, pesticides and herbicides, also food source.
Yeah.
And
And-
then since 2000, it's been global warming and climate change.
absolutely.
Weather patterns.
Absolutely. Well, at least they're going to see
Just don't start.
Lopez Lake, I guess.
The clouds. And she shows us every time who's boss, but
And
we
you
don't
better
listen.
believe it.
And she
But-
just did it
but
again.
Again, people are like,
Because we have big egos, that's for sure, and we think that we've got it all, right? Oops.
Yeah. It's going to be the downfall of the human race.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's obvious, it is.
America's in the lead.
Does it come here this way?
Yeah, the most developed
And the
country.
monarchs will come back.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Then everything can come back. Yep.
Yeah, you don't think we'll get a lot.
We can just do our part as one person at a time. Thank you. Let's see what else. Oh, the migration, right? How they come like all the way from
Mexico? Oh,
Canada,
actually Canada, yeah.
Canada to Mexico is like the spread. Get a couple benches over here. I'm gonna just do one shot walking into that main thing. I'm gonna turn this off and then get our standard selfies at the Monarch Grove. What's in the tree right there? A heart or a... Oh. And this is the holiday traffic. Pismo. PCH. You could ride one of these here. And this is the grove. Where you would normally walk in. You know we always come in the back door, backstage. We got a lost dog, Brutus. Oh, his name's Brutus.
Sit down.
Alright guys, don't forget to stop and smell the flowers or look at the butterflies or whatever it is that you're doing. So I just wanted to go over the little brochure that they gave us at the Butterfly Grove. And there's the website for centralcoastparks.org. Starts off with this beautiful centerfold per se, showing you the monarch, telling you about the population, how many are found, how it dropped 90%. Go ahead and pause this if you want to study the facts better. And you open it up and it tells you why they migrate, encouraging people to be eco-friendly while they're in the grove and while they're at home, things you can do to help the monarchs. Gives you some stats on the adults. The pupa stage, that's something I remember learning in elementary school about the caterpillars and how they go in the pupa, make the cocoon and all that. And let's open this more. Oh, so that's the whole life cycle. Then the eggs, the larva, and how it all, the life cycle goes. Go ahead and pause that if you want to study it. This tells you about the migration and more detail on that. Where they come from, how do they find their way, what's unique about them. Here's some overwintering information about the butterflies. Feel free to pause that and read it. Providing for the future, which is one of the biggest challenges, right? How man and animals can exist together and us not destroy our habitat and theirs. Here's directions to the grove. It's really easy to get to, right off PCH, also known as Highway 1. So there you go. That should give everything you need to make your own trip to the grove. I highly encourage it. We live locally, like I said, and we visit at least 2 to 3 times every year. It never gets old. It's a magical experience. Thanks for watching, guys. Final count for the 2022-2023 season at the Pismo Monarch Grove was 24,128 butterflies. And yes, they count them all. The docents and volunteers help with the count. This is the highest count in 6 seasons. Here's some examples of the historical count of previous years. Feel free to pause it to compare the numbers. This has been an encouraging year for the monarchs, and hopefully next year it'll just get better and better.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just be love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for watching.
Bring my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit I like to fix, but I still know that I'm blessed.